Hello and welcome to Cheers. That's one woman's opinion. I am your host, Carolyn Mills. I apologize. I was supposed to be starting this 5 minutes ago. I'm working on trying to get my TA certification, and I kind of lost track of time, and then I was having trouble getting the thing set up. So today we are looking at the pilot episode of Night Court, the original Night Court from the 80s, and this one's called All You Need Is Love. So let me go ahead and start that. And yesterday when I did Taxi, they took it off briefly and I had to have the theme song removed. So during the Night Court theme, I'm going to mute the TV. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I have no idea how loud the TV is. I moved it up and it might be too loud because obviously where I usually do. So we have our cold open. Harry's dancing with someone in the cafeteria that they always eat at. And Cheers fans probably recognize Harry. I mean, even if you don't watch Night Court, because he was Harry the Hat on Cheers, and I forget how many episodes, but quite a few. And of course, Harry is played by Harry Anderson. So this one lady I recognize, but I don't know her name. Oh, here comes Selma. One of the bailiffs. She is played by Selma Diamond. And an interesting fact about Selma Diamond, um, she was one of the first women television writers, and Rosemary, her character, buddy, and I forgot her name. Who did Rosemary play? Buddy and uh, Rosemary. Oh yeah, Sally Rogers. Sally Rogers on the Dick Van Dyke Show. Her character was semi based on Selma Diamond and the other writer, whose name I don't know. So just an interesting little fact there. So the theme song is coming on, so let me go ahead and mute that temporarily. They have a good theme song, and we should see directed by James Burrows soon. And I'll turn it. Starring Harry Anderson, as I said, Karen Austin, John Larroquette. Of course, he's Dan Fielding. The woman whose name I forgot. Ah, Paula Kelly. Richard Mole. Selma Diamond. I love her. She's my favorite of the bailiffs. And I'm going to unmute it. They have yet to show the director's name. Bernie, who works at the store place, the cafeteria thing there, he just, he's hitting on Selma. I don't know if we missed the director's name or if it just hasn't come up yet, because I haven't seen it. Obviously, it was directed by James Burrows. He often directed pilots. I believe because it's so how good he was at directing. You want to get off on a good start. He knew what he was doing, so he could help. I mean, like I said, he's the goat of multi-camera TV sitcoms. So he's now at the court, Harry, Judge Stone, and he's working on trying to find out where his rabbit's foot is. What nobody. Lana Wagner, the secretary, maybe she typed something. She said that the rabbit's foot. She said it was just slight and they're smelling funny, and Dan Fielding said old rabbit parts do that. The first two seasons are weird to me on Night Court though, because it's before Marky Post joined the cast, and I love her. She's my favorite. They're all great though. It's funny to see the contrast between Selma and Bull Shannon. I'm gonna turn it around in a second when they show him again. Do a quick flip here. Huh. I never know. Oh, there might be officers. I can't know if they're bailiffs or officers. There's guys in the back guarding the door. I never noticed that before. I've only ever noticed our main bailiffs, which are, well, this year, it's Selma and Bull Shannon. Dan Fielding is kind of like the Sam Malone of Night Court. Always has perfect hair, gets all the women, kind of sleazy, and incredibly good looking. Yeah, go on, Mr. Dipstick. The woman said that she was celibate for over 9 years. I don't know how much of this you can hear. Apparently, she's got two different guys. The woman who does the typing, I think, might be the secretary. There's another word for that in courts, though. I can't remember what it's called. But she's searching garbage for his lucky rabbit's foot that got lost. The two guys are fighting over her. It's just Owanis. She starts crying. Dan says he saw it coming on. She's crying. The guys are still fighting. You see it again where we get the close up on faces and then it pans out to see the reaction. The one guy just knocked out Dan Fielding. He meant to hit the guy with the glasses and missed. Stone has run out of the courtroom and into his office, and there's a black cat sitting on his desk. Not sorry, sitting on his couch. Beautiful cat too. Problems. All right, so it's a commercial now. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Look at that. No cartridges? Refillable? I mean, that's going to last for... All right, so during the commercial break, I'm going to check something real quickly because my closed caption was on and just randomly shut off. And since it's a commercial anyway, that gives me time. Some of my settings. If those of you who don't listen regularly may not know, I'm deaf. It's not on here because I have it on. When I use my Zoom, it actually says that. So I have to use my closed captioning. And the closed captioning turned off. And that makes it a little hard to know what's going on. All right, so we're putting it back on now. And now it should work again. All right. So we still had a commercial. We have the Geico guy. Everybody loves a good Geico. I actually love the Geico commercials. It feels good to Geico. When your gut is out of balance, your body gives you signs. So if you're frustrated with a press OK to... All right, so now you can add things. If you're watching on Amazon Prime, you can now add things from the commercials on your Roku TV to shop while they tell you what to buy. And this is where I'm just killing time because it's a commercial. And I have nothing else to do, so we're just chatting. Of course, if somebody comes in, I'll have someone to chat with. I hope at some point I'll get live people during the live time and not people watching after. I saw last night a lot of people watched the taxi one that I did. There's been some viewers. And I posted this one, but I also started late, unfortunately, so people may not have come in. It's hard to say. And I don't know how y'all find these things. I only know how to find them when they're off, or if I know they're on, like when my church does the services, because I know what I'm looking for. Where to go? Okay. Well, while we're waiting at the commercial break, I'd like to let you guys know tomorrow, Tuesday, at 5 o'clock again, the plan is to do another live rewatch, and this one's called Back to You. I don't know this show at all, but he directed one. So checking that out. Okay, back to the series. So Dan is now in the office, and he's got like a gigantic white piece of tape thing over his nose, and he's saying he can't breathe. Doctor's looking him over. Doctor's name is not shown, but it was familiar. Oh. Dan's having some trouble talking, and the defendant lawyer, yeah, she's the defendant, is laughing at him. What is her name? I can't even find her on here. Very weird. And I can't remember the name of the character. Interesting fact, Judge Stone is left-handed. I wonder if that continues through the whole series. I was curious if he's left-handed. She's talking to Bernie again. Bernie has the hots for Selma. Bernie's not listed on here. This is very weird. But they forgot to put half the cast on here. And Bernie's been on there quite a lot. They have uncredited people listed. Oh, Bill Snyder from MASH is one of the uncredited characters. That's interesting. Selma keeps turning him down, but he's not getting the hint. And the black cat randomly keeps appearing where Harry is. He's now talking to the rabbit. He's talking to the black cat, explaining he's not superstitious. Another man sees him, so he's trying to make the cat do tricks. The court report, I remember her name. The court reporter is now bringing garbage into the building. She's probably still looking for the rabbit's foot. And they're all leaning like this to see what's going on. Mr. Bowers, the guy who punched out Dan Fielding, has been bought in by Paul Shannon. He just apologized. And then the woman and the other guy, they've also come in. Selma's brought some medication in for Dan. Dan's got his head back. He said it's supposed to help the drainage for his nose. Which, of course, is broken. Dan's walk is funny. Not his regular walk. He's trying to keep his nose tilt back. Harry's just told the woman that it's up to her to choose which man. He says, "Met your husband number 2." The guy went to take his glasses off and only this half came off. She's having a hard time deciding. Harry has suggested that they just share the woman. They don't want to obviously share her. She doesn't know what to do. The court reporter just came in. She's got beef stew on her red dress. The guy with the glasses has decided to step out of the picture. Harry tells the court reporter it's working, just watch his plan. He says he's willing to give her up and to make her life miserable. The guy thanks her. And she's upset he's not even willing to fight for her. Stone has just informed the woman that it takes a big man to do what he did because he loves her so much he was willing to give her up. Mitch realizes how much the other guy loves her. He learns that the guy with glasses is around pretty much all the time, where Mitch is gone 2-3 years at a time. So Mitch, realizing how much the other guy cares, is actually leaving and letting him have her. And Mitch is free to go. And Mitch is currently still dead. You can only see the cameras every time they keep going back and forth till they need them both. Of course, multi-cameras are set in different places. Mitch is kissing her goodbye. The other guy's looking like, what are you doing? He tells the guy to get a personality. She just called him Dobby, which is Dobby, which is what the other guy called him earlier. She just told Stone that he's strange. She found the Rocky Rabbit's foot. It's covered in, well, crap, basically. So we got another commercial coming on. Yeah, Amazon has commercials on what I can do about that. I have to wait them out. So far, this has been a good episode. Like I said, I prefer the Marky Post era. Selma's my favorite bailiff, and she's only in the first year. Selma Diamond, who plays Selma, died of lung cancer between season 1 and 2. And then they got a replacement for her for season 2. She died between season 2 and 3. So we end up with Marshall Warfield. And they both had the same disease that they died from. They were trying to get a little bit nervous about having new bailiff because they kept dying. I was on a thing that I watched. With less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose. All right, now we gotta. Reliability and value. Yeah, they have Gail Strickland listed as the public defender, and this episode is not her. She comes later. But they don't have this person listed, which is very weird. And I'm on the first episode. I'm not on the overall cast. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh, another interesting fact. Dan Fielding. His full name is it Danforth Reinhold or Reinhold Daniel? Well, anyway, Reinhold is one of the writers. Selma's talking to Bernie again. Bernie got him flowers. He said he tried to stop the order, but he couldn't do it. She said chins up. Multiple chins. Aw. He's the first person to send her flowers in 25 years. Brittany's a sweet guy. Oh, she's agreed to go out with him as long as he doesn't keep talking about marriage. Stone has he's in the hallway and he's looking at the rabbit's foot. He throws it up and the cat falls off the roof. Cat's okay though, man on his feet. He fell 18 feet into a soft mailbag, he said. So he's feeding him. Dan's nose is doing okay. He said it recovered nicely. Quick clip here so you can see it. There's the Bull Shannon versus Selma. One's like so tall, Bull, and then Selma's a little tiny thing. I always love seeing them together. They're just discussing the date. Okay. I may have totally watched the wrong episode here because they didn't have the director on there. I am so confused. Hold that thought. I'm going to pause this for a second. There it is. Please tell me I didn't just totally watch the wrong episode. That would really stink.
I'm still working. I'll have a Virgin Mary.
Night Court Season 1. Yeah, this is the right episode. Had different director listed, but it was James Burrows who directed this episode. And I have no idea what just happened. That was very weird. Okay. So yeah, that was the episode. Well, it's usually one more than one director. And I'm confused. But that was supposed to be the episode, so hopefully it was correct, even though it made no sense. And I will see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, for get it again here. Tuesday. We're doing Back to You. And again, that will be at 5 p.m. I have to check the time each day because it changes. And thank you for watching. And that's one woman's opinion. And stream.